What's going on, cryptocurrency investors? My name's Landon. You're watching Blockchained. We do multiple cryptocurrency news videos each and every day and cover stories that matter to you. So comment below and let us know what coins you are most interested in, and we'll be sure to provide all of the relevant news about that coin. First and foremost, we mentioned a ICO that is launching in the upcoming months called Typerium. It is a decentralized platform for content creators, and it is something that we can really get behind. Similarly to HTML coin, which is also for content creators, I'm personally very interested in exploring what some of these decentralized content creator support platforms have to offer for people like myself and the community on YouTube. Go ahead and sign up to their mailing list and have a look at it for yourself when the website launches. Today in cryptocurrency, it's a great day. Bitcoin has resurged and broken the $11,000 marker, which I indicated it likely would do earlier on this week. Most of the coins on the top 100 on CoinMarketCap are in the green, with Tron being up a whopping 31%, and there's reason for that. We'll be covering the Tron news and why there's so much price movement in this video, so stay tuned for that. All of the other coins are posting green, with nobody really standing out above anyone else. Funfair recently seeing a lot of upward price movement. That's one to watch out for. And Nexus is a new one to the top 100, sitting at $4 right now. Has an insane 135% run up over today. They've remained relatively stable at a low value for quite some time, and then boom, exploded, as is such for most of these digital assets. When major news happens or any major development happens with the particular coin, you're likely going to see price movement, unless of course your name is Nano, formerly known as Rayblox. They seem to have an opposite causal correlation relationship with their news. If there's good news about Nano, the price seems to drop. When prices across all of the top 100 are up, Nano's down, and vice versa. Moving into our first story of the day, there's been rumors circulating over the last little while about a potential partnership with Samsung and Electroneum. It's looking very likely for a number of reasons. The head of Electroneum, Richard Els, has recently released a statement announcing a new mobile miner for Android systems. And as well, he's announced a top secret development that has been made. And once Els gets a sign off from Dentons, one of the top 10 law firms in the world, he will release that news. He says it will happen this week. Having a look at the price movement of Electroneum, it's up 7% over 24 hours, sitting at 7 cents. So it is undervalued, in my opinion, with the amount of societal utilization that this project offers. The Samsung deal should catapult it well up to about 25 cents and see a market capitalization break $750 million. There's a lot of movement that has to happen between now and then. Nowhere near the volume that we saw on January 6th and then back in mid-December, close to Christmas. They got a lot of volume and a lot of price movement. In the last few days, they've experienced a lot of horizontal movement and a slight volume increase over the last couple of days in anticipation for this alleged Samsung deal. We should see more price movement in the upward trajectory over the course of the weekend. And as soon as that big announcement, the top secret announcement, gets released, we should see some significant volume increases in Electroneum. Next up, we have one of my favorite undervalued coins of this year, and one of the coins that should produce the best results this year is Tron. Justin Sun is a fearless leader of the Tron development team. I can't say enough about his engagement and communication with the Tron community. They seem to be well on pace and developing incredibly rapidly, doing all kinds of things in Japan, China, and Korea. OK Bike is a major sharing economy bicycle platform in the Asian marketplace. Tron has been making developments with them along with a ton of other partnerships. It's looking so good for Tron. Furthermore, they've accelerated the launch of their mainnet, and they have an exclusive interview available on their Twitter page. Heading over to the price, boom, 30%. They were up 30% a few minutes ago. It's since dropped to 27%. Nevertheless, sitting healthily at 5 cents, which is a good buy for Tron. Again, volume is not going to be like it was in January when we almost hit that $1 trillion market cap and have since seen a major peelback, but that is commonplace for a large run-up that we did experience. There's going to be a market correction settling down a little higher than it was prior to December. Notably, just today, we can see a slight increase upwards, and that's directly contributing to this 30% rise over the day. The market capitalization has stayed relatively stable with Tron, and the volume, like I said, has been relatively low in comparison. Considering Tron just got on the market less than a year ago, only a handful of months ago, it has had a crazy busy tenure in these cryptocurrency markets, and Justin Sun is probably, in my opinion, one of the most polarizing development team members and leaders of a coin. Anybody that's in this cryptocurrency space, a crypto enthusiast, knows about Justin Sun and knows about Tron. Moving on to Ripple, the much talked about alternative to the current SWIFT system, which banks worldwide use to transfer funds to and fro. Ripple's XRP is going to be used by Cambridge for faster global payments. They are going to be using the XRP and XCurrent technology. And as Cambridge goes on to say, payment processing in our modern world of 2018 is similar to that of the 80s email. We are currently using archaic systems that definitely need to be advanced on and innovated upon. The SWIFT payment protocol, which I've used personally working at one of the top 5 banks in Canada, CIBC, is very slow and very expensive and definitely has its limitations, and even your bottom rung bank employees are aware of the limitations of SWIFT. I always tried to advise customers, if they are not spending a whole lot of money or looking to transfer a large sum of money, to try to find alternative methods of transferring these funds, because it just takes so long. It's difficult on the receiving end if they're in a developing country to even get it. If they can go there, they may have to go way out of their way to go to a bank that uses SWIFT. Eats up all kinds of cash in the fees, and it's just an old system. It's outdated. Aside from blockchain technology and the promise that it offers the entire world, the SWIFT payment processing needs to be updated regardless. If we can say hello to the spider. Regardless of if it's Ripple, SWIFT needs to be changed and updated. Cambridge is on track for adopting a better system than SWIFT, and the biggest thing to take from Cambridge adopting Ripple is not so much that Ripple's doing good and Ripple's going to get utilized and yay for blockchain technology. It's more in stark contrast to a lot of American banking institutions publicly saying that blockchain technology is a threat to their business model. I'll always use the Blockbuster to Netflix transition that Blockbuster failed to make. When our society changes and the way we do things slowly starts to adapt, the companies that respond to that industry also have to adapt. And if they fail to do so, they can be another Blockbuster. Blockbuster failed to adapt to the online, more on-demand streaming aspects of video entertainment, and therefore went literally bankrupt. If they had just adapted and provided some sort of online support, however little, it would have set themselves up a lot better to not go bankrupt perhaps, and to innovate on these systems. Every house is built starting with one brick. So any positivity towards the adaptation of these major societal shifts is promising for companies. JP Morgan and all these American institutions that don't like crypto, meanwhile, they're secretly buying up as much Bitcoin as they can while it's at a discounted prices to later on be able to open up their own trading desks and what have you. Naturally, cryptocurrencies threaten their entire business structure in the fiat sector. Cambridge jumping on board with Ripple is just my opinion of a company learning to adapt. However small the change is, recognizing that there is a societal shift happening, People are not going to continue using the same old outdated systems if there are better alternatives. And the general standard of living is the general standard expectation of living and what is to be done and what is a reasonable amount of time and cost to do things is always changing and getting cheaper and cheaper for the consumer. Banks' inability to adapt and change the SWIFT system and go to something different, or Ripple, will be their downfall, in my opinion, or a contributing factor to their overall downfall. The Ripple price is only up 2%. We've seen crazy swings, a lot more volume in comparison to Tron and Electroneum that we looked at. Tron and Electroneum haven't been on the market nearly as long as Ripple, but as you can see, Ripple didn't really have much price movement until about summer of 2017, and then we saw an insane run up, consolidation, another insane run up, and now we're in a transitionary period to see who's going to adopt Ripple, banking institution wise, and who is not. And if any of the naysayers for Ripple are going to be right in saying that it is not going to function in the current decentralized landscape of this emerging industry. As I said before, JP Morgan, BofA, Chase Bank, Bank of America have all said cryptocurrencies is a threat to their infrastructure. No doubt it is, because they're built on the fiat industry. If they do not adapt and are unwilling to change, which I think is an inevitability that they will have to change, they aren't going to let all this potential money just walk out the door because they don't agree with it or what have you. They're bucking all of the current trends and all of us crypto enthusiasts saying that we're all wrong. Eventually, they will be worn down by the successes of blockchain technology. Blockchain technology and the cryptocurrency markets don't need any big major endorsement. They didn't need it back in the 2008 Great Recession. They didn't need it back when Silk Road really legitimized Bitcoin and pushed it up in value. Cryptocurrencies are here to stay. I think they will legitimize themselves, and that the people will understand the use of this blockchain technology. Our last story of the day is very positive news for the overall cryptocurrency markets. There's a bank called Bank Frick that has now made crypto trading available. It's the first bank in the entire world to allow this, and they're allowing loans, etc. They're really playing with the idea of using cryptocurrency and digital assets in conjunction with fiat and making them pretty much on par as a source of currency. This is very good news for the $1 trillion market cap that we're trying to hit this year. It's going to turn a lot of heads and really, hopefully, change the opinions of a lot of naysayers or a lot of people that are fearful of this overall market. It is another baby step in the final solution of mass adoption. Like I said, every house is built starting with one brick. This Bank Frick is the one brick. No rhyme intended, but in my opinion, it's small steps like these by smaller individual banks, privatized banks, what have you, that are really going to start the overall snowballing of this trend and of this mass adoption. My name's Landon, you're watching Blockchained. We provide multiple cryptocurrency news videos each and every day, as well as coin features and market trends. If there's anything you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to get that rolled out. We do have 3 cryptocurrency giveaways right now running: Litecoin, Ethereum, as well as HTML coin that I will be announcing on Sunday. Go over to our HTML video, post a comment, get yourself entered into that. As well, subscribe and like our video to get yourself entered into the Litecoin giveaway. And as soon as one of these cryptocurrency news videos hits 25 likes, I will be announcing an Ethereum giveaway. Stay tuned for all kinds of exciting things as the year continues. We are a new and growing platform and trying to build a community of cryptocurrency investors and enthusiasts as a resource for all of us to use moving forward. I hope everybody's having a great day, and until tomorrow, everyone.